Today you'll need a yoga strap, a roll of toilet paper, and a chair. Grab your roll of toilet paper with the tube going across, get your big toes a little more than a fist width apart, bend your knees, hold on to something if you need to, and get the roll of toilet paper in between the knees. Belly relaxed, shoulders relaxed, head relaxed, and we're going to pin our shoulder blades together and release. Squeeze and release. You should feel your shoulder blades sliding towards one another. You don't want them shrugging up towards your ears. If anything, it's a down and back motion. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. We're going to do 3 sets of 10 of these. Make sure your belly's relaxed. Right now, your heels should be touching the wall and your butt should be touching the wall. Some part of your upper back or shoulders will touch the wall, and your head may or may not touch the wall. You should feel like there's a little pressure going outwards from the roll of toilet paper, and your knees are pushing against it a little bit, but it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. Now time for butt squeezes. Go ahead and put your hands on your butt, belly relaxed, and you're going to pretend like you have a walnut in between your butt cheeks, and you're going to squeeze the walnut and release. Squeeze the walnut and release. You don't want your abdominal muscles tightening when you do this, and you don't want your knee caps jumping. So thighs should be relaxed. If you feel like your abs are tightening, you might want to squeeze less. So it might just be a very gentle squeeze. You don't want to pulverize the walnut. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Is the left side of your butt firing at the same time as the right side, or does it go one side and then the other? Or does one side squeeze really hard and then the other side barely give a little squeeze? Little by little, this will start to even out. Again, butt touching the wall, belly relaxed, some part of the upper back or shoulders touching, and then head nice and relaxed. Eventually, it'll touch the wall too. Getting rid of the roll of toilet paper. And we're going to make our way into counter stretch, hands shoulder width apart on a counter, just something higher than your hips. It could be a piece of furniture, back of the couch. You're going to back your hips up, walk your feet back so your hips are right above your ankle bone from the side view. Chin drops to the chest, and you're going to tighten your thigh muscles like you're pushing your knees back. Let your belly relax, arms are nice and straight, head hanging. And you're just breathing. You might feel a stretch in your upper body, back of the legs. And again, do a medium amount. So if a minute is way too much, start with what you can do and then slowly work your way up. Make sure you're listening to your body. If any of these exercises are painful, leave them out and let me know. Awesome job. Almost done here. Last breath. And here's my dog. She snuck in the studio to say hello. We're going to be grabbing the strap. Sitting down on something so you can get your hips to 90 degrees, knees to 90 degrees. You want your... She's coming over to say hello. She's a little camera shy. She loves it when I do my e-cises. She thinks it's time to snuggle or play. You're going to put a loop of the yoga strap right above your knees so your knees are a fist width apart. Big toes nice and straight. They should be a little more than a fist width apart. Ankle bone right below the knee bone from the side view. So you got 90 degrees at your knees, 90 degrees at your hips. Palms are up, upper body is totally relaxed. We're going to pull out on the strap and release. Eventually you should feel the work kind of outer hips underneath the butt a little bit. The dog is joining us now. Pull out, release, pull out, release. You should see that strap tightening and relaxing. We're going to do these in sets of 20. Pull out, release. Pull out, release. Roll your pelvis back, let it relax, and then use the muscles in the front of the hips to roll that pelvis forward, belly relaxed, upper body relaxed, and we're doing another set here. The work might start somewhere else, but eventually, again, it's going to be outer hip, maybe underneath the butt a little bit. And it might start on one side and then the other side. And in between sets of 20, again, just let that pelvis roll back and then roll it forward again, belly relaxed. You don't want to pull so hard out on the strap that you feel this work in your low back. So if you're feeling it in your low back, don't roll your pelvis forward so much, or pull out on the strap like a 20-30%. You never want to give these exercises 100% effort. It should be like a 30-40% effort. So when you have the pillow and you're squeezing or the strap and you're pulling, think 30-40%. Nice work, moving your chair aside. We're going to make our way onto our hands and knees, toes relaxed behind you for some cats and dogs. Hips stacked over your knees, shoulders stacked over your wrist, muscles in the front of the hips, roll that pelvis forward. Abs tuck it back as you arch your back to the ceiling. Gently looking up in the dog. Chin tucks the chest in the cat. Comfortable breathing during this one. You're going for medium range of motion. And it might even feel best if you just relax your belly when you're doing the dog rather than forcing a range of motion. Awesome job. See how that feels.